Hello, thank you for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your astrological overview for week commencing the 28th of October. A dramatic week is in prospect. A number of planets are going to be cooperating with one another, or in some ways connecting, but not necessarily in a totally positive way. First up, Mercury continues that retrograde, that backward tracking. And because of this, it reconnects with Saturn in a way that it first did in the second week of October. If something happened at that time which seemed restrictive or difficult, or you had to give up something that previously had worked well for you, well, maybe there's going to be an echo of this situation again this week. Maybe a bit uncomfortable, but it is going to concentrate all our thinking in terms of how it will impact on our personal situation. Of course, you can find this out in terms of your own personal zodiac sign by watching each of my horoscope forecasts for this week. But one of the things that Mercury retrograde can do is help us to solve things, and this is very underestimated. Yes, everybody seems to know that it causes mix-ups, misunderstandings and delays, which is a given, but in our own personal situation, the areas that we can control, as it connects with Saturn, it's asking us to think seriously about what's not working in our life. And if we're honest about this and we really want to grapple with it, well, the cavalry is there to help this week in the form of Mars, which is forging an awesome angle with the Sun, which can really see us tear down brick walls with our bare hands if we really have the drive to go for it. Now, both these planets, or in the Sun's case, which is a luminary, are going to be connecting with Pluto, the planet of transformation. And that too can see change come about. Change that may be very good for us, some changes that we're going to instigate ourselves, some changes may come from outside of us, be forced upon us. And that, of course, is very uncomfortable. But if something does change beyond your control, do try as quickly as possible to be philosophical about it, because over the next 6 months, this change will trigger some other changes which will be very good for you. It's just that as the solar eclipse occurs on Sunday, the Sun is side by side with Saturn, and once more being very sober in our thinking is important. There's no doubt about it, Saturn can be very limiting. The Sun's about energy, so our energy can be limited. Or we can accept that the energy we do have needs to be used in a serious way on something that's very, very important to us. If we're willy-nilly or we try to float around without structure, we're going to really be punished by this solar eclipse. If we're really on the ball about what we're trying to achieve, where we're going, purposeful, about making positive changes and improvements, well, this could be a fantastic solar eclipse for us all. Now, Venus, on the other hand, which is a planet, of course, that has a more lighter and frivolous side to it, is moving through Sagittarius for one last whole week. Enjoy it. It's a time to have some fun, create some diversions from the other serious issues which will need to be looked at. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.